What is up, Queens and Kings? Welcome or welcome back to the channel. Here at Queen Budgetz, we are tackling all things financial, from budgeting by paycheck, cash envelopes, sinking funds, savings challenges, debt payoff, while currently on a low income and a single mom of 3. So if that sounds like something that would interest you, I invite you to hit the subscribe button below and the bell notification. Go ahead and join the Shmoney team, baby, because we're lit and we're over here getting our shmoney together, baby. I want to truly apologize for my absence over the last 2 weeks. I was preparing and celebrating for my 43rd birthday. I am truly blessed to see another year, and I'm so thankful for everyone that showed up for me, sent me birthday wishes, or actually attended my birthday gatherings. We're going to start with our daily gratitude as we always do. I did receive a book from one of my coworkers. It's called 50 Days with Jesus. It's a devotional. And I may start sharing some of those devotionals. Today is today June 1st? No, today is May 31st. Today is the last day of May. This year is going by so fast. I am literally like crushing so many of my goals. I am being thrown obstacles, but I'm not letting that get in the way of what I have going on mentally. It has been a challenge. Every time you turn around, it's something, okay? May 31st, the last day of May. Thank you for those with an adventurous spirit, the people who try out new foods and new technologies and who come up with the new inventions and ways of doing things. Thank you for those people who have the gift of creative inspiration and who use it for the good of all of us. Wonderful reading. I'm so excited for June, guys. Comment below and let me know how your year has been going so far. My year has been pretty amazing. You know, it's had its ups and downs, but I've just stayed like in a positive mind frame, and I have just like persevered and pushed through any challenges that has been thrown at me. So let's start with counting the months. Let's start with counting the months. It's not like perfectly like I like it, but we just want to flow with it. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 550, 600, 620, 40, 60, 80, 700, 710, 20, 30, 40, 50, 755, 760, 765, 770, 775, 776, 777. Woohoo! 777. And I just really quickly want to say there is so much that I'm trying to like do as far as organizing different videos. I know lately I've just been doing the quick budget with me videos and the cash stuffing videos, but I do want to incorporate my debt confessions, and it's just so many different moving parts with everything that's going on with me. I just like appreciate you guys for being patient with me. If you have any suggestions, you know, definitely leave a comment below, or you can even reach out to me via email. It's just been so many changes, things being thrown at me so fast, and I just keep pushing, you know what I'm saying? So let's start out with the budget or whatever. So we had our pay from our full-time job. We didn't have our pay for our part-time job this week. I believe that'll come next week. So we're starting off with $843, and I know that is slightly lower than what I was normally getting before, but I had decided that I'm transferring a small portion of my full-time and also part-time job to my credit union, and I'm just going to just act like I don't have that money. I don't have access to that account, and I'm just going to let the money, it's a small amount, I believe it's $15 from one and like $10 from another, and I'm just going to let that accumulate over time. And it may be, you know, an emergency that might come up where I need the money, or, you know, I just want to be in the energy of like saving and putting away money. So $843 is what we're starting out with. We are doing our tithes If you are new, our tithes right now currently is 2% instead of 10% because I'm in such a financial strain. So, but I just say that, you know, just in case there's someone new and they're like, wait a minute, that's not 10% of her income. That's only 2%. That's why it's 2%. So minus $18 because 2% of 843 is $17.06. So I just rounded it up to $18. That leaves us with $825. I did have to make a household purchase for $28, so I included that under the bills instead of the variable expenses because I had to do a online order. I actually started doing my groceries and some of my household things like online orders because it's just more convenient for me. By the time I get off on a Friday at 7, I don't really have the energy to be walking around and going in stores for 2 to 3 hours. So I do online orders. So I had to order like a bulk thing of toilet paper. So that came up to about $27 and some change. So I just rounded it up to 28. So minus 28. That leaves us with $7.97. I did add $20 to the buffer. And that left us with $777, which I just counted. That's what we're cash stuffing. We are starting out with our cash envelopes. And we are giving myself the queen, we are getting $10. So that is a $10 bill. Kenzie F. Baby, please say the baby. She is getting $15. So that is a $10 bill and a $5 bill, 10, 15. Trance is also getting $15. That is a $10 bill and a $5 bill, 10, 15. Then gasolina. Oh yes, we have to get gas today. I'm so glad I'm doing this before I go out. I'm planning on trying to take my son to go to the swimming pool because he wanted to go swimming. But I told him that he has to clean his room before we even do that because the room was just terrible. So for gasolina, we're doing $60. So that is 20, 40, 50, 60. Eat Out is actually getting $50. But instead of me putting that in my cash envelope, I'm actually going to put that in my high yield, I say high yield, I'm all over the place, in my high priority sinking funds because I already bought groceries for this week, so we don't really need that right now. So we'll just leave that and put it when I do the high priority. Mikasa is getting $0 because I brought the toilet paper that I needed. What I showed you with my fixed expenses. I'm sorry, I'm so choked up, y'all. I just got a lot going on, and I'm trying to, you know, be on some positive, you know, stuff. But self-care is actually getting. Is that two $20 bills? That is two $20 bills. So that's 20, 40. My son needs to get his hair cut, but I don't know if we're going to be able to get it cut because I didn't even call to make the appointment. I just was so busy and overwhelmed with everything. And we're doing $10 for love/miscellaneous, $5, $10. This is in case I need some money for something, or if someone needs money like a homeless person and they ask me, and then that is that. Okay? So now moving on to our high priority. We are going to put that $50 in groceries. And I didn't even, I don't remember when I put this money in. I actually was supposed to pay myself back this money. I had used something else, and I had used money out of one of my other envelopes. I think it was my gas or something like that. And then I was supposed to put this money back in that envelope. But I'm just going to keep this in groceries because you guys know with inflation and the inflation and the recession and the war and just everything that's going on, we may or may not need some extra money for groceries. So I didn't never write this, so I'm gonna put the $25 down, and then we're gonna add the $50 bill to that. So we all know what 50 plus 25 is, but I'm still gonna count it 50, 60, 70, 75, 76, 77. That was actually $27 instead of 25. So we have $77 for groceries now, and we're probably going to need it because my paycheck for next week, I was actually off for Memorial Day, and then I was also off another day because my job, they had like a ceremony or something, but the contractors didn't attend, so I didn't work that day, so I didn't get paid for it. So my check is going to be like really, really short. I don't even know how I'm going to make my rent for this month, but I'm not even going to worry about it because my rent was actually supposed to be adjusted through the housing authority, but they didn't get back to me. Myself and my mentor has been reaching out to them, and I don't know why they didn't get back. I did reach out to their supervisor just 2 days ago, and they said that they would be contacting me, which they still haven't. They didn't do it by the end of the business day. So I'm just going to keep reaching out. I'm probably going to have to take off on my break from going to the gym one day and actually drive up here and show up in person, you know, so I can see what is going on. But with all that being said, you know, I'm still alive. I'm still not wanting or needing for anything directly, so I can't complain. So this is my cute envelope for my groceries, and we're just going to add money to that because you just never know when you're going to need groceries. Now next is the emergency fund. We are going to be adding, how much are we going to be adding? $77 to the emergency fund. Now, I know that I may have to go to use some money out of this emergency fund, and I'll explain when the time comes what I have to use it for. It's not a dire emergency, but it is an emergency in my eyes. So, and I have nowhere else to like take the money from. So, let's add the $77. So that's 50, 60, 70, 75, 76, 77. So let's put it in with everything else, and then let's count it. Like, I'm really trying to like save and do what I know I need to be doing, but it's so hard with everything that's going on. 100, 200, 250, 300, 350, 370, 390, 410, 420, 430, 440, 445, 450, 455, 460, 461, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 467 is what we have in our emergency fund, which I'm super like kind of proud of myself, but I just don't know how, you know, everything's gonna pan out with everything that's going on. We're trying to figure things out. Now the rent, I think I only had $300 towards the rent already, which, okay, let's see what we have. We have $300. So we are adding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we are adding $500. So altogether we have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800. We have $800 towards the rent. And I'm about to do a quick calculation to see how much we need and if we can make this happen. Even though tomorrow is the 1st, I may just be late paying it, but so we have $800 now. Okay, so I overpaid my landlord $50 last month, so I'm gonna include that in my calculations. So the rent is $11.90 now, minus $800. I have to pay $390, but minus $350. So I owe him $340. So I actually think that I will be able to pay that. I need to look at the calendar. So let me just look at my calendar. So I get paid again Friday. And then oh no, it's not supposed to be on a Tuesday. It's supposed to be on a Monday. I'm going to be able to pay it by the 8th. Okay, yeah, so we'll figure it out. It's going to work itself out. At the end of the day, it's going to work itself out. Let's put this back into rent. So let's move this to the side. Let's put this back into the rent envelope, okay? And like I always say, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for making it all the way to the end of the video. If you made it all the way to the end of the video, leave a pink heart emoji in the comments. And I actually look forward to seeing you guys next week and sharing the word and also sharing my budget. And I think I'm really going to try this week to like be less overwhelmed and try to put together some videos going forward as far as debt confessions and any other financial things that I need to put together for this channel. I have started another channel which is about it's called Marquita Angel. I haven't started posting on it yet, but I do have a TikTok where I started with my fitness journey. And if you guys want to track my fitness journey or follow along my fitness journey, I will leave the information linked in the description box. But I appreciate you guys for just, you know, sticking it out with me. And if there are any suggestions, like I said below, leave me a comment below and leave me a comment below or send me an email if you want to do it that way. See you guys in the next video. Love, peace, and hair grease. Baby, we getting this money together, baby.